Yo, what's up guys? Kyo-chan here, and welcome to Bakemonogatari Ghost Stories Episode 1 Review. This is a 12-episode anime series brought to us by Aniplex. It's a supernatural, ecchi seinen series with 5 separate stories that come together to create the series as a whole. Basically, it's about this young man named Koyomi who's a high school student who constantly runs into girls who have apparition-type issues. With that all being said, let's get right into the craziness of Episode 1. So the first minute or so of the first episode has lots of insanity happening all at the same time. We have tons of images and text just flying at us, and it's really difficult to decipher what's happening. Don't let this opening sequence fly over your head, because this sequence is the backstory of Koyomi. After that crazy introduction, we start to meet some of our main characters. And we first see Senjyogahara falling from the sky. She tripped on the stairs and is falling down this long staircase, but before she can hurt herself, Koyomi catches her. And he makes a comment to himself saying that she doesn't have any weight. And that's a reference to her issue. A supernatural being stole her weight, and that's something he wants to help her with. We then meet Tsubasa, who is the class president. And we also notice that there's something not quite right about her, because if you noticed her shadow, it's actually in the form of a cat. And they don't really go into that. I found out that that's actually part of another story. So she's yet another person who has an issue who he's trying to help. And she's having a conversation with him. He is the vice president of the class. And the two of them are talking about what they're going to do for the festival. And they get into a discussion about Senjyogahara. Things started to change for Senjyogahara after middle school, and that's when all this stuff started happening, when she lost all her weight and really just became a fragile being. After they have this conversation, Koyomi says that he has to go meet this Mr. Oshino person, who we later find out was the person who helped him with his own issue. And before he can even get there, he runs into Senjyogahara, and she is one crazy chick. She actually threatens him with a box cutter and a stapler. She actually puts that in his mouth and threatens to really just beat the crap out of him if he tells anyone her secret. And he agrees to not say anything. And before she leaves, she actually does staple him in the mouth. And we find out after that meeting that he's not really a normal person. He was once a vampire, and that relates to the opening sequence that we saw in the beginning of the episode. He once was a vampire, but thanks to Mr. Oshino, he was able to come back and become human again with some of those lingering side effects. He can heal faster than other people, and he has other remaining qualities of a vampire. And we find out that Senjyogahara has all these weapons on her. She has like pens, pencils, rulers, box cutters, staplers, scissors. She has all this stuff on her, and she can just grab it all at the same time. It's just really crazy. Her hands are full of weapons. And they meet up again, and she's ready to just beat the crap out of him with all these things when he decides that he wants to help her. And they go to this abandoned building where Mr. Oshino lives. And we meet him, and he's a 30-year-old guy, and he seems to be able to help people with these issues. And they discuss it, and we find out that this crab was the reason why Senjyogahara lost her weight. And that's pretty much where the episode left off. It's really interesting. I mean, this is a really unique storyline. I really like all this paranormal stuff, so this is going to be a really interesting series to follow. As far as animation is concerned, it is rather unique. If you've seen Soul Taker, it's pretty similar to that, where it has really good use of color and light. It's just a really kind of dark, yet creepy kind of animation, and it just works for the story, because it really is supernatural in nature with mystery involved, and it's really a good style for it. So I'm really enjoying everything thus far. The songs are good. Everything about it's just good so far, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens next. And that's pretty much my impressions of episode 1. Lots of craziness. It just definitely keeps you interested, so definitely give it a shot. and I totally recommend you guys check it out. It's not a brand new series. This actually aired before in 2009, but it's the first time it's airing on Crunchyroll. So if you're interested in checking it out, go over to Crunchyroll and check out the very first episode. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about this episode. I will see you guys next time with a review on episode 2. And until then, hope you guys have a great day. Bye!